With great power comes great responsibility. It's not just a catchy phrase or something I heard from Uncle Ben. It's the cornerstone of everything I do as Spider-Man. Every swing through the city, every villain I face, every life I save, it's all driven by this principle. Let me take you back to where it all began for me. I was just a kid, a high school student named Peter Parker. One day, on a school trip to a science lab, I was bitten by a radioactive spider. That bite changed my life forever, giving me incredible powers, superhuman strength, agility, and the ability to cling to walls. At first, I was thrilled by my newfound abilities. I mean, who wouldn't be? I could do things most people could only dream of. But as Uncle Ben always said, with great power comes great responsibility. And those words took on a whole new meaning for me when tragedy struck. You see, I had the chance to stop a thief, but I let him go. I figured it wasn't my problem, that it wasn't my responsibility. But that same thief ended up robbing and killing my Uncle Ben. It was a harsh lesson, one that I'll never forget. I realized then that I couldn't just use my powers for my own gain. I had to use them to help others, to make a difference in the world. Since that day, I've dedicated myself to being the best Spider-Man I can be. I've faced some of the most dangerous villains the city has ever seen. Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Venom, and more. But no matter the odds, I always remember my responsibility to protect the people of New York City. It's not always easy though. Balancing my life as Peter Parker with my duties as Spider-Man can be a challenge. There are times when I have to make sacrifices, when I have to put the needs of others ahead of my own desires. But I wouldn't have it any other way, because when I put on that mask and swing into action, I know that I'm making a difference in the world. I've had my fair share of victories and defeats. There have been times when I've doubted myself, when I've wondered if I'm really making a difference. But then I'll see the grateful faces of the people I've saved, or hear the cheers of the crowd as I swing by, and I know that I'm doing the right thing. And it's not just about fighting crime either. Being Spider-Man means being a symbol of hope for the people of this city. It means standing up for what's right, even when it's not easy. It means being there for those who need me, whether it's rescuing someone from a burning building or just lending a helping hand to someone in need. But it's not all about the big moments. Sometimes it's the small acts of kindness that make the biggest difference, like helping an elderly person cross the street, or stopping to talk to a kid who's being bullied. These are the moments that remind me why I do what I do, why I continue to fight the good fight, day in and day out. Of course, being Spider-Man comes with its fair share of challenges. There are times when I feel like I'm in over my head, when the weight of the world is resting on my shoulders. But I've learned to lean on my friends and allies for support, to trust in the power of teamwork, because even superheroes need a little help sometimes. And then there are the moments of doubt, when I wonder if I'm really making a difference, if I'm really living up to the responsibility that comes with my powers. But then I'll see the impact that I've had on someone's life, the hope that I've inspired in them, and I know that it's all worth it. Because at the end of the day, being Spider-Man isn't just about fighting villains or saving the day. It's about using my powers for good, about making the world a better place one web swing at a time. And as long as there are people out there who need me, I'll be there, ready to answer the call. Because with great power comes great responsibility. And I wouldn't have it any other way.